Let me just start by, you don't even have to ask me any questions. I'm not normally lost for words. When we won this, I was so overwhelmed because we've been 53 years together, and it seems like after 53 years, we got recognized for a song which was so important to the film, about my life. The film is so personal. It was about my journey till I was, got sober. And the lyrics that he wrote was like the redemption for when I got sober, when he came to see me in rehab and afterwards. So it was such a personal thing. It wasn't like when I won for The Lion King, which was, hey, that was so thrilling. But this is a 12-year journey of making this film, a 53-year journey with him, a 26-year journey with David, my husband, and everyone in the film who contributed to the film, all the actors, the director, the producers, Taron Egerton, the record company, the film company, Paramount, Interscope, everybody involved in this film, we've made friends with. And when you make a film, sometimes you make enemies. We have made a whole bunch of friends. And I just wanted to say that because I am so moved, so overwhelmed. This means so much. I actually have 2 Oscars now, 1 each for my boys. And we've already been FaceTiming them in the car. I'm thrilled because I love this man so much. Without him, I wouldn't be here. He writes the lyrics first, I write the melody. I'm terrible at lyrics, so without lyrics, I'm hopeless. He writes them, I write the melodies, and then it happens. So without him, I'd probably be working in Ralph's down the road, or Amoeba, or somewhere like that. So I'm so grateful, and I'm so thrilled for him. Go on.
You said it all.
Yes.
Do you have a question? Yes, sir.
I have 2 questions. A 2-part question. One, the last time you won the Oscar, I think it was the 2nd or 3rd year of your Benefit for Your AIDS Foundation. So I wanted to ask, so much has happened between now and then. How does this compare? And 2, it seems inevitable to compare your movie musical to Bohemian Rhapsody, and I was just wondering how your thoughts on that film versus yours, which took a very different approach.
They're 2 different films. Ours tells the truth, and even though it's a fantasy, Bohemian Rhapsody was a film for everyone, and it worked brilliantly. And Rami Malek gave a brilliant performance. Ours was, my life can't be sugar-coated, and I didn't want it to be. So we had to fight. The only studio that would back us was Paramount, and we made the film we wanted to make. That's the difference between Bohemian Rhapsody brought a lot of pleasure to a lot of people, and it brought Queen's music to a lot of people that hadn't heard it before, which is fantastic, and I'm thrilled for those guys. Ours was a different thing. You can't really compare the 2. Rami Malek's performance won him an Oscar. Taron's didn't get nominated, but they were both great performances. But, good. Ours is my film, and theirs is that. I can't speak for them, but I'm very thrilled for them and what happened to them, because it brought great music and Freddie Mercury to a whole bunch of new people who'd never heard of him, and that's important.
We're going to do 1 question because Elton has to get into the auction, so...
Hi. Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
You've won so many awards. This one is special. It's the 2 of you. To what would you attribute the longevity and the success that you've had together besides talent?
Well, that's a no-brainer. I think the thing is that when we first met, we had an immediate connection through our love for music. We came from different backgrounds, but we only had each other. We literally shared our lives from the time 1967 through to the mid-70s, because we really did depend on each other. We had nobody else. But the thing is that as you grow older, you become your own person. You live your own lives. You find your own partners. You stretch your wings. You fly solo. I mean, the thing is, if we had stayed connected at the hip from day one, it wouldn't have lasted. We became individuals. But the thing is, the theme of music is the thing that has run constantly through our lives. I mean, the thing that we talk about most when we talk on the phone, or if I visit him, in the minutes before a concert, and I sit with him in the quiet time before the storm, it always ends up talking about music. And that is the thing that I think has connected us, that has kept us together. And we always look back on the times that we struggled, and there's a devotion to that nobody can ever tear apart.
And also, he was there in the film, all my unhinged moments, and there were many in my career, at a time when I was real low. When he comes back visits me in treatment in the film, I hadn't seen that part of the film, and it was at Cannes. We were showing it in Cannes, and I just broke down because he was always there at a distance. But I knew he was the one constant thing in that film that kept us that tie of both of us, even though we were not living together or we were living miles apart. That bond from the day we met has only gotten stronger to the current day, and I think that's incredible, and I'm so proud of it, and I love him more. I just adore this man.